Hey, Kelly. Hey, David.
Hi.
I'm Waleed from Geek House Show. I'm just fresh out of the premiere, and congratulations on the film.
Thank
Oh,
you. Thank
thanks.
you.
It has thrills, it has twists and turns. What was the draw that pulled you to embark on this project, to work on this film, the story, the character? What exactly?
Well, on top of the thrills, the twists, the turns, the fact that it centers a family, and I think that's the thing that's relatable for an audience, especially a family who's going through a pretty intense thing. Maybe not most families or all families are going through the exact thing, but we can all relate to, challenges in a relationship, wanting to fight for that relationship, how it's affecting the kids, what are you gonna do to sort of make it right? And so we have this fun ride while that remains the central theme of the movie, and those were the elements that really drew me to it.
Yeah, no, me too. And also I had been attached to it for a while, and I was excited to do something a little bit more active and physical and have some stunts and some fights and play kind of a badass. I wasn't a mom at the time, but I was starting to dip my toe in roles like that too. And there was something interesting to me about this kind of double life. I know we've seen this sort of story before, but this is one where it actually ends up they're still together and they're going to fight for it. And even though the idea of it is a little bit crazy, I feel like it is a metaphor for a marriage and a really horrible thing people are going through. And okay, I lied, and how do we get through this? Yes, I don't want anyone to take that career path that Emma took. But aside from that, okay. But yes,
To be clear,
I just have to keep
To
saying
be clear,
that.
of
The
course.
headline tomorrow. Really love her. Yeah, you got to be careful. But at the heart of it, it was a family, it was a couple, it was kids, and it ended up being very sweet. And I just love that he went on the ride with her and was like, "We're gonna get through this, one way or
Absolutely.
another."
And that's something that I loved about the film. And of course, when you're approaching to portraying these characters, do you build them from the scratch as building this character, or do you mix and match from previous roles, or do you develop it together? Since, as you mentioned, family and the relationship is a central theme, is the central theme of the film.
I think there are films that are really built on the chemistry you have inherently, and less about the history or anything like that. Also, a lived experience as well. And for me, as a family man, as someone who loves love, the idea of a husband who's gonna drop everything to go save his wife out of this crazy situation that he has no business going out there to do that. That's something I can relate to, going far and wide for someone I love in that way. And so, and also, even though I haven't done a bunch of comedic roles necessarily, that's a part of who I am. I have 4 kids, we're a very goofy family, and so to get to express those sides of me, weirdly, this is probably closer to me than a lot of roles I've had the opportunity to play.
Right. And would you revisit these characters? And when it comes to, there's a lot of sequels or cinematic universes forming and breaking and so on. Do you find yourself willing to explore something like that, or revisiting the characters, or
We've
playing?
definitely not been asked that. Look, I think when something works, and if someone wants to keep going with something that works, that's wonderful. I think that's for any job. If people want to see more of it, that's awesome. We definitely don't want the opposite to happen.
No.
We want to see less of it.
That
That would be terrible.
Yeah.
We would like to see less of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if this lends itself to that, but
I'd do more.
Would you do more?
Yeah.
That was a test. I was
With
testing
you?
I was testing. I threw it up because I didn't want to say it first and then him not. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would work on every job forever with David. I would literally do every single job with him.
Wow.
That's how freaking lovely he is.
This was so fun.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. The movie's in cinemas everywhere here in the Gulf, and I want people to go check it out.